Back at it again, and as you guys already know, Trump had a town hall with CNN, and we checked out some of the fallout from that, I believe, yesterday. If you haven't seen that video, definitely go and check it out, because CNN employees were absolutely losing their minds. It was pretty funny, actually, and I think the CEO made a smart move, made a smart business move. CNN is struggling. They need more viewers. They need more eyeballs. They aren't far enough left for some leftist folks. Obviously, they aren't right. So people on the right aren't watching them. But Trump is entertainment. Period. Call him what you want. The guy is entertaining. So I think it was a very, very smart move. And shout out to CNN for that move. Absolutely loved it. I think Fox needs to do it next. And then of course, other places can host them as well. But we've got some of the highlights from that, because I'll be honest, I did not sit and watch the whole thing. I caught I caught some clips, online on social media and things, but I didn't sit and watch the whole thing. I'm just gonna be honest. All right, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys about that. So let's dive into some of these highlights. I'm sure I've probably seen most of them, if not all of them already, from social media. So yeah, like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you are new, and let's dive in.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Can I talk?
Yeah, what's
you
the
mind?
answer?
Do you mind?
I would like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple to. You're a nasty person, I'll tell you.
That is why Trump is must-see TV. I'm sorry. That's just hilarious, man. You are a nasty person. You gotta admit, regardless of what you feel about Trump, which I know most of you support Trump, but I know there's some left-leaning folks that still do watch. Regardless of what you feel about Trump or how you feel about Trump, you gotta admit, the guy's funny. The guy's entertaining. He is entertaining. Period. I mean, there's no other way to put it.
Ready? Can I talk?
Yeah, what's
you
the
mind?
answer?
Do you mind?
I would like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple to. You're a nasty person, I'll tell you. I was impeached by a crazy woman named Nancy Pelosi.
But the question here is, would you give Ukraine weapons and funding if you were elected?
I would sit down. Let me just put it a nicer way. If I'm president, I will have that war settled in one day, 24 hours.
How would you settle that war in one day?
Because I'll meet with Putin, I'll meet with Zelensky. They both have weaknesses and they both have strengths. And within 24 hours, that war will be settled. It'll be over. It'll be absolutely over.
Do you want Ukraine to win this war?
I don't think in terms of winning and losing. I think in terms.
I love what he did with this question. Like I said, I'm sure I've probably seen all of these clips online, but I didn't watch the town hall in its entirety. But I love the way that he answered this question. And, I believe it was Van Jones. Somebody on CNN tried to come at him because of the way he answered this. And in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, well, last time I checked, when leftists are asked, a specific question that, is controversial to the left, they don't answer the question. And at least in this situation, he answered it. In a lot of those cases, they dance around it and don't answer it at all. For example, what is a woman? How many times have we heard people get asked that question and they just dance around it or say something else that's totally different? Oh, well, I'm not this, or I'm not that. I'm not a professional in this field. I can't answer. You know what I mean? So at least he answered the question, but I love the way that he did answer that question, because he saw what was happening in the trap that was, trying to be set. Because if he would have answered it, in the way that she wanted him to answer it, then of course that would have been on replay on CNN, MSNBC, all mainstream media for the next week and a half, 2 weeks. And, oh, look at this guy. You see, he's a terrible person, blah, 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 blah. So I think Trump is being a lot more strategic in the way that he's answering questions, because he's seeing how they have spun things. So I love it. Let's jump into it.
It'll be absolutely
Do you
over.
want Ukraine to win this war?
I don't think in terms of winning and losing. I think in terms of getting it settled so we stop killing all these people and breaking down this country. Now,
can you say if you want Ukraine or Russia to win this war?
Yeah, I was going to say, I believe she came back and asked him the same question again, trying to get him to answer it, and he does the same thing.
I want everybody to stop dying. They're dying. Russians and Ukrainians. I want them to stop dying. And I'll have that done. I'll have that done in 24 hours. I'll have it done.
Because I think, and I'm sorry to keep pausing. I do apologize, but I think a lot of people can agree to that. Nobody wants to see people die, you know? Nobody wants to see that. All right? So I love the way that he answered that, because everybody across the board, you could be far left or far right, doesn't matter. In between, straight down the middle, you know what I mean? Doesn't matter which side of the political spectrum or where you are on the political spectrum, everybody can agree. We don't want to see bodies dying. And trust me, I've seen some horrific videos online, some videos that would probably give some people nightmares, you know, online of, you know, some of this stuff. And it's horrific. It's very, very graphic stuff. Obviously, I can't show it on YouTube. I don't even know if Rumble would even allow me to upload that type. That's how graphic, which I'm sure you guys can guess what I'm talking about. That's how graphic of videos I've seen, okay? So when he says, I don't want to see people dying, I think everybody across the board can agree, especially when you see videos like the ones I'm talking about. I mean, it's terrible stuff, man. It really is.
And you need the power of the presidency to do it.
But you won't say that you want Ukraine to win.
You know what I'll say? I'll say this. I want Europe to put up more money because they're in for
third time she asked him.
20 billion. We're in for 170, and they should be, and they should equalize. They have plenty of money. They should equalize.
But what do you say to voters who say it
asked them four different times? Love the way he answered it.
Qualifies you from being president.
Well, there aren't too many of them because my poll numbers just came out. They went up.
Oh, they went up?
Okay. Well, there aren't too many. Should equalize.
But what do you say to voters who say it disqualifies you from being president?
Well, there aren't too many of them because my poll numbers just came out. They went up. Okay. My poll numbers went up, and they went up with the other fake charge, too. Because what's happening is they're doing this for election interference. This woman, I don't know her. I never met her. I have no idea who she is. I had a picture taken years ago with her and her husband, nice guy, John Johnson. He was a newscaster, very nice man. She called him an ape. Happens to be African American. Called him an ape. The judge wouldn't allow us to put that in. Her dog or her cat was named Vagina. The judge wouldn't allow to put that in. All of these things. But with her, they can put in anything.
When they went to the Capitol and they were breaking into the Capitol, smashing windows, injuring police officers, why did it take you 3 hours to tell them to go home?
I don't believe it did.
Oh, watch what he does here.
Oh, let me pull it out. I have to pull it out.
He brought the receipts. Came prepared.
So if you look at
also, I don't know if you guys caught that, but I loved how he actually showed the crowd. Now, obviously, we can't really see, but, you know, so nobody tries to do like the Joe Biden, oh my God, look at his notes. You know, he shows the crowd. Now, like I said, obviously, it was too fast for the camera to see. It wasn't super fast, but the camera's too far back. You know what I mean? So, but I still do love that move. Slight, small gesture, but a great move, which shows me that Trump is serious. He's serious. He's about business this time around. Now, obviously, he's still going to be Trump. Trump is Trump. That's never going to change. But there is a certain level of strategic or strategy involved in this campaign. There's more precision. There's more professionalism, if that's the way you want to, if that's what you want to call it. He is serious this go around, guys, and I'm loving every bit of it thus far. Loving every bit of it.
So if you look at on January 5th, the day before, I said, please support our Capitol Police and law enforcement. They are truly on the side of our country. Stay peaceful. Stay peaceful. This was the day before.
Over 140 officers were injured that day.
Now, if he really tweeted that out, that is, and if I do recall, feel like I do remember seeing something about that a while back, that he actually did tweet that out, even though people were saying, oh, well, he didn't say anything, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's super, super disingenuous by the media. If that is 100% true, which I'm sure it is. Okay. I'm sure it is. But like I said, I can't individually confirm it. I guess I could probably pull up Twitter and just check, unless it's deleted. Did they delete his tweets after they took him off of Twitter? I don't think they did, right? They couldn't have, because he has unless he had those screenshotted. Somebody screenshotted it. I don't know. Y'all let me know.
40 officers were injured that day.
And a person named Ashley Babbitt was killed.
Yes.
You know what? She was killed, and she shouldn't have been killed. And that thug that killed her, there was no reason to shoot her. At blank range, cold blank range, they shot her. And she was a good person. She was a patriot. There was no reason. And he went on television to brag about the fact that he killed her. Everybody that was president wanted to get rid and tried to get rid of Roe v. Wade.
You mean
for 50
Republicans?
years. Republicans. For 50 years, this has been going on. Actually, a couple of Democrats, too. But for 50 years, this has been going on. I was able to do it, and I was very honored to do it. But by doing it, things are happening that are very, very positive.
Shout out to the Daily Caller, obviously, but that is one thing that I think that Republicans may have an issue with. This one right here. Roe v. Wade, abortion. That, I think, is going to be one of the determining factors, one of the key determining factors of the outcome of 2024. Now, like I said before, and I'm sure I stated this in a previous video, don't remember which one. We saw that in the midterms. We saw it. Republicans still won the popular vote, but it wasn't the red wave tsunami that everybody was predicting because of Roe v. Wade. It's unfortunate, but it's true. Fact is a fact. It is what it is. Can't change it. All right. Now I'm sure we all understand that. So I think Republicans need to find a way to kind of make this a non-factor. And if I remember right, Trump did address abortion. And I want to say, I could be wrong, I want to say that he said that he wasn't very extreme on abortion or something along those lines. Like he tried to squash it, kind of, and throw it to the side a little bit. Like I'm not extreme. I'm not as extreme as some other folks. Something along those. I could be wrong, but I feel like I did come across a clip of him saying something like that, which, hey, maybe that's the move. Maybe that's the strategy. What do y'all think? Let me know in the comment section. If that's actually what he said, let me know how you feel about it. And how Republicans can win, or at least make abortion a non-factor. Republicans don't necessarily have to win the abortion issue, but they at least have to make it a non-factor. Because the only thing that Democrats can do at this point in time is say, at least Joe isn't Trump. That's one, which that's not doing much for them. Okay. They do it already. It's not working. And abortion. They're going to take away your rights and your freedoms. Women, those two are basically it. That's all they've got. Those are all the bullets they've got left in the chamber. That's all they've got. Okay. Without abortion, they're going to be waving the white flag. Okay. They're going to be waving the white flag without the abortion issue being a big thing. So if Trump actually said something like that and squashed it, oh man, they're in trouble. There. I think one of the polls said Trump had like a 6 or 7 point lead. Oh man, that lead about to balloon to like 15, 20. If abortion is a non-issue, oh Lord, oh man, Democrats should just quit. Just quit. Just say, you know what, Trump, you got it, boss. You got it. You got it. Okay. We've got no shot. We don't have anything. And the reason why I say that is because, and I've noticed this in my short time in paying attention to politics, Democrats get people out to vote by making them angry. That's how I've noticed this. They get people riled up and angry. That's how they get people to go out and vote. All right. They also, do some other things, walking around talking to folks, which I think Republicans should definitely do more of. Whatever is illegal under the law. Okay. I want to make that clear so there's no confusion. All right, YouTube. Whatever is illegal. I'm not advocating for any illegal activities. Whatever is legal. And if it is legal to go door to door, you go door to door and you talk about this guy right here and everything great that he's done. I don't know all the laws. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to. All right. Plus, I don't want to get myself in trouble. So if it is legal, Republicans need to be employing and doing the same things that Democrats do. Plus some. Okay, maybe not plus some. Because that might go down a different route to, some illegal things. Whatever is legal, plus some, okay? If that plus some is legal, right, you can add that, all right? So, you guys can let me know in the comment section below how you guys are feeling about all of this. Also, another thing, Republicans need to sign up to work at polling locations. Sign up, volunteer. Whatever. All right. Don't sit on your. I remember coming across a video where a guy, I don't know if he was lying or not. Who knows? He could have been lying. Could have been telling the truth. Who knows? But he allegedly said he was a Democrat, but he told the place he was working at that he was a Republican because he just needed a job. He wanted some money. Why weren't Republicans already there in place so that he didn't even have that opportunity? Now, I'm not mad at anybody trying to make some money. And if this is truthful, all right, he could have just been lying. Who knows? Like I said, he could have been lying. But why aren't Republicans there in the first place? Real Republicans. All right? We all need to be doing our part. And that doesn't just mean showing up on the day of. That means doing everything else. That's legal, of course, too. Some of that is volunteering. Or showing up to work at, some of these places because apparently they're paying. All right. I know it's not for everybody. Everybody can't do it. All of, people have, lives, kids, families, jobs and everything else, that. But whomever, maybe you take some vacation time and go work there, whatever it takes that is legal. I think Republicans should be doing, as long as it's legal. But like I said, y'all let me know how y'all feeling about it in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button before you go. Peace and love. I'm out.